We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Land.
Football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as they
Giants.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at the 12. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than... They also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
On their side of midfield at the 47.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Block now on 1st down. Samuel.
And this one is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
From midfield, here's Locke. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
To throw it is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Franks.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Franks now. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that after the catch.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They go play action with Franks.
Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A handoff to Barkley.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Got a man complete to Miller. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, Franks finds his tight end Ingram. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space.
Setting up play action. Franks.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But CDU...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Throwing now is Locke.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, That threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is. And we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2. So I would agree with you totally on that.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people, because I thought he's...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Switch it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to get away. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Franks. He'll get this to the rookie from Florida. That's Kadarius Toney. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Franks looking to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will bump the lead up to 11. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space for it to curl in.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 52.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
Let's go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Lock gonna throw.
Got his target, Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
It's our time. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Come on. You better bring it. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Locke trying again after the pick 6. Flushed out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all...
There he goes left side. He's at the 50, the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Giants.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Come on. Mike 20, Mike 20.
Now Locke. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Here's Locke to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now Locke again. He's able to find Miller. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. Into the red zone, it's Locke. This is caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be changed.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's Love again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, here's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Franks now. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Giants first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Barkley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Franks. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down. They'll have to throw it anyway.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Gano's kick is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down, 4 down. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Lock now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Check, 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 check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got a man open, it's Ross, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by the rookie Calvin Joseph.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 2nd and inches, Locke. Got a man complete to Miller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
On 1st down, Locke. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. All day, baby, all day, all day, all day. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Locke looks to throw it again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Giants are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that